Yeah, Vicky, it is a 29-year-old Joshua John, we are told. Still trying to find out more information, but that confirmed through multiple law enforcement sources to NBC News. Again, 29-year-old Joshua John. We don't know anything about a criminal background. That's something we're going to have to develop as this continues to unfold. We can tell you that the Department of Homeland Security has said that the shots were fired indiscriminately at the building by John from a nearby rooftop. He was firing at the ICE building and sprayed that facility. One of the witnesses says there was as many as 20 shots fired. And during that time, he hit a van as well as the detainees that were being moved from that van. We know that 3 of the detainees were hit. 2 of them have died. The third in critical condition right now at a Dallas hospital. No.
That's actually worse than what we covered earlier before we heard this. The dumb motherfucker emptied a clip into the side of the ICE detention facility. If you are on a rooftop with visual access to the detention center, why would you spray and pray at the fucking building? Especially if you were anti-ICE, which of course is not a thing. But that makes even less sense. You're just going to indiscriminately shoot at the van and the walls, which are going to be significantly reinforced because it's a detention facility. That makes even less sense. How are they finding these people? Like, are they going to 4chan and say, hey kid, we're going to give your family $50,000, because that's apparently the number that they like to give out nowadays. We'll give your family $50,000 if you shoot up this ICE detention facility and then kill yourself. That doesn't... All of these acts of violence do not make sense. Either from the perspective of the shooter, including the Charlie Kirk shooter, because... how is a 22-year-old going to make a 200-yard shot straight to the fucking neck through a crowd? And then just leave the rifle in the woods, change into completely civilian gear, and then make it 17 minutes away to a Wendy's. Like, none of that makes any damn sense. Then you got this shooter, who by all rights is a conservative. Why the hell would they be shooting at ICE agents at all? And if they wanted to kill detainees, why would they be shooting indiscriminately? And honestly, if 20 shots were fired and only detainees were hit, then this kid was obviously on an adrenaline rush, but was aiming for the detainees. Because otherwise, a regular ICE agent could have gotten hit with 20 rounds. So, there are 0 circumstances in which this makes any amount of sense. Going back to the 11 kids who had flak vests that they left in the van, but were opening fire with rifles without the flak vests that they brought against the detention center, and then the first bullet that went past their heads, they surrendered. Like, none of these acts of violence are making any goddamn sense. And as far as false flags go, they don't have to make sense, but they are extremely questionable in the veracity. Most false flags seem legitimate, hence why they're very hard to tell that they were false flags in the first place, like 9/11. 9/11 is a false flag. And more evidence is coming out over the years that it was Israel pushing America to invade the Middle East after the attack. America was going to just be angry about it and let it go. Israel was pushing for the war in against terror. Israel, because we didn't invade the Middle East for another year after that. So this shit really doesn't fucking make any sense. I mean, that's the long and the short of it.